Hey guys, Constance here. Welcome back to A Good Life Farm. So today I'm going to share with you an incredibly easy recipe. This is for a simple, it can be dinner, it could be lunch, it could be an afternoon snack, great after school snack, and that is Matzah pizza. But I'm going to get to that in just a minute. First, I want to share a couple of things real quick, kind of some announcements. First of all, this weekend in, oh gosh, now I can't remember the name of the town. I'll put it down here somewhere. I will be attending the Petals from the Past festival event. Actually, one of my subscribers brought it to my attention. It is I believe it's like a 2-day festival, Friday and Saturday, if I remember correctly. But Saturday, there is actually going to be a YouTuber meet and greet. There's going to be a whole bunch of channels there, including Cog Hill Farm. I am really looking forward to meeting them. And many other channels. Some of them I already know and have met and hung out with at Homesteaders of America back in Virginia in October. But I'm going to be there, so I'm really looking forward to that. If you happen to be in Alabama and are going to be going, be sure to swing on by and say hello, because I love to see you guys there. And speaking of Homesteaders of America, the tickets for the conference, the big conference, are on sale. That is going to be so fun. That's kind of like the big event. I love going there, and I've already got my tickets, or my ticket, I should say. I've already booked my Airbnb, and I will of course be going there in October. Also, in just a couple of weeks, up here in Tennessee, there is a type of conference that is for new homesteaders. Now, I don't know if there are any tickets still available for that. I will be there. I am one of the volunteers who will be helping make it happen. So if you are going to be going to that event, you can see me there. Yeah, so those are the 3 events that I wanted to mention, places that I was going to be. Oh, and there's one more. This is not homesteading related at all. In August in Texas, I am going to be attending the Surge Messianic Women's Conference, and that is in Belton, Texas. And so if you happen to be going to that, I will be there. So a little bit of traveling this year. You know, this is my Sabbath year. It's the year I'm taking off of gardening, and lots of things going on this year. A little bit of travel, new grandbaby, and then there's some other things that are taking place that I needed this break. I needed the break from the garden. I miss it. I miss it incredibly, especially right now. I'm seeing everybody posting photos about their plants and all of that, and getting their gardens going, and I want to be out there so much, but I've got to wait until autumn, my fall garden. This will probably be my biggest fall garden ever because I will just be anxious to be planting. But in any case, back to the recipe. So the recipe that I'm sharing, like I said, is for matzah pizza. Currently, I am going through the Feast of Unleavened Bread. That is a week of no leavening, no yeast, and so we eat a lot of matzah right now. And you can get very creative with different things you do with it. The other night I made matzah pizzas, and my son and daughter-in-law were over, and so I made pizza for everybody, and it was so good, and it's so easy to do. And my daughter-in-law cannot have gluten, and so because I have gluten-free matzah here in the house, I was able to make some pizza for her. She absolutely loved them, and like I said at the beginning, you could do this for lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, whatever you want. There's really no limitations on doing this. So first off, you would preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, of course. And I always line my baking sheets with parchment paper because it just makes for super easy cleanup. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I like to do. And so I lined a baking sheet with a sheet of parchment paper, laid down a couple sheets of matzah. It's one per pizza, of course. And then on each sheet of matzah, I spread about 2 tablespoons of just some jarred pizza sauce. I do have a homemade version of pizza sauce that is really, really good, and I will put a link to that down below if you would like to get it. But for, you know, just a spur of the moment, quick kind of really pantry meal almost, just some pre-made store-bought pizza sauce works just fine. And so it was about 2 tablespoons of the pizza sauce. Then I put on about 1/4 cup or so of some mozzarella cheese. I added a little sprinkle of some Parmesan too, just because I love cheese. I mean, I am from Wisconsin and all, you know. And then you can put whatever toppings on there you want. I did some with some turkey pepperoni, and then I did some with some pepperoni and some black olives. Just super, super simple and very flexible. You could actually do these with like some Alfredo sauce and some mozzarella and some chicken if you wanted to. Like if you had some leftover chicken, that would be really, really good. In any case, whatever you put on there, you then pop it into the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. If you are using the gluten-free matzah, those bake up much, much quicker. And so you wanna put your timer for those like 7 or 8 minutes and keep an eye on them, because they can burn and become scorched a little bit if you're not very careful with those. So you gotta really watch those. But otherwise, it's 8 to 10 minutes for regular matzah, and you just pull it out and enjoy it. I mean, it's almost not even a recipe, it's so easy. But that is it. If you would like to make this recipe, I do have a printable version of it on my website, and I will put a link to that down below. So that is it for today. I will put a link to all of the events that I mentioned at the beginning of this video underneath in the video description if you would like to find out more. So thanks for joining me here again in the Homestead Kitchen. My name is Constance at A Good Life Farm, and I'll talk to y'all next time.